This story is brought to you by HelloDearReader.com. The Alien Invasion of Oakland, Kentucky 2022. Note for the reader, due to the nature of the alien language, all names, ships, and places will be replaced with easier to pronounce names. This is in an attempt to make reading the completely historically accurate document easier to read, and not because the writer is lazy and terrible at names. Also, some names have no equivalent for the human tongue, so the closest word was used. Commander Bob, see what I mean, sat in the briefing room, awaiting the information from his science team. He was proud that he was chosen for this mission. The humans were vermin, and he was thrilled to be the first to land and begin the conquest of Earth. Commander Bob was given the fleet's largest, fastest, and strongest ship for this mission. He tapped his 3 claws together as he ran his forked tongue across his sharp teeth. This ship, his ship, would bring glory to the Empire. He was even given the honor of naming this glorious ship. His scaled lips pulled back as his slit pupils dilated with the joy he felt. He named this grand ship, Lollipop, closest equivalent word, really. The science team entered the briefing room. Their sharp toenails tapped against the metal floor. Commander Bob and his command team settled down from the excited conversations of conquest. It was time to review the plan of attack. The wall changed from a blank grayish to an image of a map. Science Officer Jan pointed to the map. Sir, this will be our point of contact with the humans. It is known as Oakland, Kentucky, population 198 according to the Humans Knowledge Database, Wikipedia. The importance of this location is that it appears to have no defenses and is close to one of the human battleship factories. First Commander Greg raised his clawed hand. Do we know why there is no military presence near this Oakland, Kentucky, population 198? With its proximity to the battleship factory, it would be a prime target for invasion. Science Officer Jan shook her long head. No idea, sir. These Corvette battleships are supposed to be small and fast. According to Wikipedia, the newest one will be the fastest yet. Commander Bob spoke. The humans appear to not understand the value of defending their battleship factories. We will strike hard and overwhelm this Oakland, Kentucky, population 198. He raised a 3-fingered clawed hand in the air as a salute, and the others followed. For the glory of the flagship, Lollipop. For the glory of the Reptile Face Empire, they shouted together. Side note for the reader. The Reptile Face Empire is not the name of their empire. Human ears are not capable of hearing the actual word. To the surprise of Reptile Face diplomats, dogs and cats can. It was how the dog pack and the cat clans were able to negotiate peace. Of course, that is another story for another day. Additional note, don't confuse the Reptile Face Empire with the reptilians. Reptilians live inside the hollow Earth's core. Like the humans, they were unaware of the Reptile Face Empire's invasion because the reptilians were too busy controlling the world government. They were also busy convincing humans that vaccines were harmful. It was a subtle plan to overthrow the humans, and it almost worked. Unfortunately, that will not be a story for another day due to security clearance. The crew prepared for war in the command center of the flagship, Lollipop. Commander Bob announced, to all ships, cloak and descend. If a human could have seen the orbiting alien ships, they would have appeared to shimmer and then disappear. The ships began their descent towards the unsuspecting citizens of Oakland, Kentucky, population 198. To the dismay of the Reptile Face Empire, their unknown foe, Supreme Commander Doug, awaited. No indication of being sighted, Commander, said Science Officer January. Any sightings of the spaghetti monster? Asked the first Commander Greg. No, sir. Fortunately for the invaders, the flying spaghetti monster was resting from the Pasto War of 2021. Deploy landing gear, commanded Commander Bob. Sir, we are getting some chatter from the humans below, Science Officer Jan said. Ah, good, they know they are about to be enslaved. The commander tapped his clawed nails in excitement. Put the humans' audio on all channels. I wish for our glorious soldiers to hear the panic of the weak humans. Checkpoint 1 ready, sir. Crackled the audio. Checkpoint 2 ready. Checkpoint 3, good to go. Waiting on you, Doug. Great job, everyone. They are almost in position. The voice of Doug laughed. They won't know what hit them. Commander Bob looked around, alarmed. Did the humans know? The first volley burst directly in front of the flagship Lollipop. The invasion was under attack. Volley after volley began to hit the descending ships. Damage report. Screamed the commander. No damage yet, sir. Our shields are holding. Science Officer Jan yelled over the panic of the crew. War cries of the humans could be heard over the speakers. Look at that. Wow. Fantastic. How did they know we were here? Is our cloaking disabled? Yelled the commander. Cloaking is working fine. Shields are holding, shouted Science Officer January. They are using the scatter volley technique, shouted the first commander Greg. This was a common technique used to find cloaked ships. Shoot small caliber volleys into the air and see what it bounces off of something invisible. The commander thought fast about what to do. This was an undefended human colony near a warship factory. What if this was a diversion? They knew it was the perfect landing point for an invasion. According to the report, the new Corvette battleships were faster and more powerful than the previous ones. Sir? Shouted the first commander. After the scatter volley, they will swarm us with the new Corvette battleships, shouted the commander. This Commander Doug was a military genius. Retreat. We need to get above the atmosphere before they swarm us. The alien invasion was cancelled. High above the Earth, the Reptile Face Empire's greatest armada floated. The command crew gathered in the briefing room. They were prepared this entire time. The first commander was shocked, amazed, and hurt. This was his first invasion. The commander bowed his long head in shame. He looked up at the wall, now a view of the Earth. He stared at where he thought Ooik Lon di Kanduki, population 198, would be on the bluish-green planet. He raised his glass of what was liquor for his species. Commander Bob announced, "I salute you, Supreme Commander Doug." The rest of the crew joined, to Supreme Commander Doug. The news of defeat was met with awe and shame. Per Reptile Face tradition, they raised a statue of Supreme Commander Doug in his honor. They carved his image to the best they could imagine he looked like. It was tall, muscular, and with savage hair. The plaque read, Supreme Commander Doug defeated the invading Armada. Earth date time July 4, 2022. They placed it in front of their Corvette-class battleship factory. Well, dear reader, let's not tell the Reptile Face Empire that Supreme Commander Doug was a middle-aged obese man with a receding hairline who really loved fireworks. Hope you enjoyed this story. Please like and share. Find more stories at hellodearreader.com.